Boom. Welcome to VladTV. We got D Savage in the motherfucking building.
Yes, Sirski. Don't play with him.
Facts. I'm so excited you're here.
Thank you for having me. I watch this shit every day.
I was finna say, who are some of your favorite interviews?
Come on, man. I can list over 20, but if I gotta be quick right now, we can go with Mob James.
Okay.
We could go Charleston White. We could go, we can go Keefe D.
Okay.
Shit, we can go Boosie.
Boosie
You
all
gotta
day.
go Boosie. You know, it's a little bit of every Crunchy Black.
Right.
I'm hip.
Right.
I watch this shit every day.
Every day,
Yeah,
yo, talk
every
about
day.
full circle though.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad to be here.
Fact.
I'm very glad. Shout out to DJ Glad too. Yeah, not Vlad. I know what's going on. I'm hip. I watch.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out Crunchy Black. But nah, for real. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. That means a lot. Man, well, let's start from the beginning.
Let's do
Dylan McCord,
Yep.
born in Queens, New York.
Yeah.
Your family relocated to Los Angeles. Like, when was that?
I was 2 years old when my mama moved back down here. Because my mom is from Los Angeles. She just went to New York and had a baby type shit.
Oh, okay.
When she went and had the baby and realized that this wasn't what she thought, she went back to LA. Because I got her mama, my grandparents live in Los Angeles too. And my mom and my dad, they both from Belize.
Oh, wow.
I am 100% Belizean. So
shit.
it's just a small, but I say that to say, like, my mom going to New York, her having a baby, like, we're really family oriented.
Right.
So her not having her immediate family like that around, it was just, I knew it probably threw her off. So she
Right.
went right back to LA when I was 2
Right.
with my grandma.
Dang, so I think last time I interviewed you grew up in like West Adams area,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Just what was that like growing up in LA?
Shit,
You know?
rough growing up in LA. Shit, you got to think about it. I said this scenario everywhere I go, right? My mom worked very hard for what we had, but growing up we didn't have much, and so I'll never forget this. She gave me $20 a week, but I take the bus to school and from school home. So, but to get to school costs $2.50. Coming home $2.50. By Friday, I don't even have money to get to school. If you do the math, you feel me? So it's just rough. Like, everything is just always like about your next dollar or your next meal, like, for real. Growing up, at least for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang, so I mean, were you a good kid? Were you getting in trouble?
I was a good kid in a sense of like, let's say, like, you're my teacher. Like, we're gonna have great chemistry. Like, you're gonna know I'm a good kid and all that type shit, but I'm not finna do this work. Like, nah, I'm not doing it. But that was my downfall because I'm a very, like, last minute person. But because I built this relationship with you, you don't want to see me go out like that. So you'll be like, look, motherfucker, like, do this shit for the last month and then we'll let you slide. And I was always the type of nigga like, all right, I'm gonna get right.
Dang.
In the last month, I'll get it done. Like, my whole senior year, I wasn't allowed to even go to my classes.
What?
Yeah.
What? How'd you get there?
I got into a situation at school. A female tried to say I put my hands on her.
Oh shit.
Just crazy shit. But
yeah.
But the only thing that saved me was there was like fucking 50 fucking kids around. So they were able to tell the principal, like, nah, he really didn't do that. But because I was already that type of kid, they was like, okay, cool. Like, senior year, you're not allowed to go to no classes. You can only do your shit in the office. Like,
Wow.
it was just fucked up. Weird shit.
That's wild. Yeah, I think I seen you post you hated school.
I hated that shit, bro. I genuinely hated that shit. And I became D Savage in high school.
I was gonna ask when that happened.
Yeah, so that was probably like, if not the 10th grade, the 11th.
Oh shit, okay.
Type shit. So you get to see, when I first got there, I only had one friend. Shout out Devontae. I only had one friend. Then and Elias. Shout out my boy Elias too.
Yeah.
It was just us two. But Devontae was my first friend ever that I met. Like, first day type shit.
Right.
But once D Savage came around, everybody was on dick and everybody's like, nah, I'm not doing it. So I got to see that shit from early on.
Right.
How people could, how that shit gonna switch up.
For
I got a
sure.
good grasp on that shit early on.
How did you come up with D Savage, and what was it like stepping into that? That's a hell of a name.
Yeah, I got that name because I had already made music. Like, I made a song called 30 Round Clip.
Right,
And
that
before
one.
before I had even dropped it, I didn't have a name yet. But I was producing already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I produced some songs for my homie, and I just had to come up with a name right then and there. And I'm thinking like, what was the last thing a nigga had called me that day? And it was Savage. And then my first name is Dylan, so D. And then I'm like, they sound kind of close to 21 Savage, but I fuck with 21 Savage so hard.
Right.
I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
Like, it is what it is.
Right.
Type shit.
Where did the 3900 come from?
Fuck Barlams. But the 3900 came from in Gardena, where I was living at, 139th and Normandy. It's an apartment complex right there. We call ourselves the Nina Boys.
Okay, damn.
Yeah, so 139th, it was just a little acronym for that was 3900.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.